All right, I am a Christian, you know that, but I have a petition for you, and it says that we're going to legalize cannabis sativa. Please, yes, whatever. Anyway, no one's going to jail. California is not building any more jails. There'll be no cities started up toward North California on every exit because they're going to put another jail to put nonviolent offenders in. It's not going to happen because you're supporting it. There's going to be 6 initiatives on the state ballot, and the one that is the best is called CCHI, California Cannabis Hemp Initiative. It also includes growing industrial hemp, which I'd like to see here because it makes paper, rope, and we could learn to be agriculture people here in Menifee. Instead of planting more buildings, we'll plant a very valuable plant. But that's going to take a lot of support and letter writing by you. But tonight you could sign this petition. Okay. Now the other incredible thing that you have done is you have brought an unknown senator into the limelight. Who is that?
Bernie Sanders!
Bernie Sanders! If you don't know, this is beyond awesome. And what he wants to do for you, and that's why you're supporting him, lure the college tuition. Are you down with that?
Yeah.
He says free. How is he going to do that? Tax the 1%. Keep working for him. You can't start too soon. Don't start next November. Start now. We've already had 2 caucuses. I didn't even know what the word meant until I started studying this, but I know you do because your public science teachers are excellent. So let's go with this poem. I'm just starting it or recording it, or if we want to do it all together and make a band thing out of it, it'll be great. Bernie Sanders, the man with the plan to bring back the middle class, decrease high mortgages, leases, and rent class, increase employment in America with a green job agenda to decrease poverty's controlling drama because the money will go back into the economy. Bernie Sanders. It isn't about your label, a socialist Democrat. It's about what you will do for America with a fair wage agenda. Taxing the wealthy and corporations is enough to save cuts from education. Stop government shutdown confrontations. Bring Medicare for all to the equation. Sign into law affordable college tuition. To achieve these goals, we will close the loopholes that help corporations avoid paying taxes corruptively by write-offs that claim personhood unethically. Bernie's campaign is not for sale to banks that are too big to fail and organize Superfund PACs in this nation to buy candidates. Billionaires cannot buy his election. His campaign thrives on people's donations because we like what we hear in oration. Bernie says companies whose CEOs greedily have as much wealth materially as 40% of the people collectively have to start paying health, overtime, maternity, child care, vacation insurance benefits for employees. Now let's get into some of the environmental. Bernie Sanders says we don't need trade legislation that will bring us more warehouses that store coal on the West Coast in globalization. On the way to China, creating more truck traffic and pollution. We are not a landmass for resource extraction, for the capitalism of rising consumerism. He says we don't need a trade policy that will cost 600,000 jobs and 57 factories closed as were lost with NAFTA. We need to recycle the corporations already established to green agendas. TPP protects stronger property rights for foreign investors in America, encourages outsourcing and therefore job loss. We lament. TPP helps tax dodging for the 1%. We dissent. Wall Street gives thanks when the billionaires keep their money in the banks and tell the lenders and insurance companies to invest in carbon-based societies. filling air, water, rivers, clouds, with petrol emissions for transportation and utilities, overbuilding in the inner cities on the green spaces so the cities cannot breathe. Stop funding greed, and banks grant loans for urban sprawl. We bereave. Bernie says break up the banks and give thanks for smaller financial institutions that live on interest and not profits from the self-impressed for their terrible choices in what to invest. Why should Wall Street, who sent us into a financial meltdown and received a bailout, be allowed to regulate themselves with another risky breakdown? Go Bernie! Go youth of the world! You did it!
Yeah!